task, design a family tree. All right. So now you're going to go back to my, how do I get you from here to there? You'll go back to my folder, Treasure Tuesday, and click on audio testing, 1, 2, 3.
Did you say Snag is an app?
It's an extension, and I'm going to talk about that.
Where to find it?
It should have been pushed through this district.
Mm-hmm.
We should have it. It's a little box with the S. Okay, so our assignment is, all right, I want you to think about it. If you could go anywhere, travel anywhere, where would you go and why? All right, so that's your task. We're going to start by going to Google Drive. Does everybody know how to get to your Google Drive? And you want to create a new document. Doesn't matter what kind of dog. Does everybody have a new document? Oh. Waiting on anybody? Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, this was
No, no. Okay, so the document. Just a plain Google document, blank document.
Sorry, I have to go get some.
No, no.
A lot of the stuff that has supposedly been pushed through hasn't been, I don't have to go at it. Because they mentioned something earlier, I had to do the same thing to it at our earlier meeting.
Okay, so I don't think I have, and that's for my tech people here.
But I just went, I just.
A couple of them don't have the extension data.
Okay,
Okay, right.
so you able to go and get it? Or does it say, okay?
All right, Kimberly, good.
I have not, I just
All right.
searched Snag it.
Okay, so now on your new doc, you're going to go
I did
to
that search bar.
Insert Image. Insert, and then drop down to the image command. You're going to actually put a picture on this document. This is step 1. First, we have to have a document. All right? Okay. And you want to hit search. So insert, image, hit search, and then you can go to Google and type in your most favorite place or a place you want to go. Search. There you go. Yes. If it were me, I would put in Hawaii. I would pull a bunch of Washington. It's up to you. Your favorite place. It could be your, your bed. If you want to go home this time of day. Right. All right. So we're searching for an image. Very good.
If you have a super high resolution photo, it might not load it.
Well, there's that. And sometimes it could. Okay, cool. All right. Does everyone have an image on their documents? Pretty good. Good. Guys, you stay back here. Awesome. Okay. Everyone have an image? Am I waiting on anyone? Okay, so now we have our document, we've created it. So now we're going to capture it, and we're going to talk about this place. So would everyone look in the top right corner for an extension called Snagit? It's a small blue box with a white S. Like it's going to be over here. It should look like this. It's a blue box with a white S. Okay. Do we need to add it? Are you good? Do you have the extensions? Oh, you lost your picture.
Was there any?
It's okay. Pictures, I don't.
There's a
It's an extension.
Look at way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are we good? Sure. Okay, so next step, you got your document. Okay, hold on. And this happens in the classroom, so this is good. Yeah, think on your feet. Okay. How are we doing? Are we good? Gloria, do we need help?
Oh, it says it's not the one
Right.
because you
Do
have
you
to sign
want-
in.
Okay. Julie, can you help?
I think that's all.
She still have the extension, is she trying to go to the
Yeah.
list? Yeah.
Okay, so. I'm not getting any of this.
Willie, can you come help her with this? A little bit, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So if it's okay, so when everybody should go up to that top right corner and hit the snag it button, the little blue thing, and then hold, don't do anything else. Top right corner, the snag it extension. Okay. And you should get a gray toolbar on the right. Does everybody see a gray toolbar on the right? Okay, if your microphone has a line through it, that means you have to tap that and allow your microphone. So go ahead and tap that, and then up at the top it'll say allow, okay? And then you're going to go back and hold. All right, so everybody have their microphone live, or you live?
Did you say hold? No, just tap it.
Just, yeah, you're good.
She
All
said
right,
hold,
just
I said
for a
wait.
second. Wait, don't hold it down. Okay. All right. And then right above the microphone, you'll see the command screen. Tap screen. Tap screen. And then you should get a command that says, on the left, internal display. You want to get internal display on the left. Okay. Everybody there. Now, down at the right, you'll see where it says share. All right? When you hit that, you're live. So when you hit that, you look at your picture and you tell me where this place is and where you would like to go. All right? So everybody hit share. We are talking. Hit share. It doesn't matter what you say. We're done. That's fine. We're just playing. And then when you're done, hit stop. once you hit stop, you'll see it sink a little bit, and you may put a title at the top. My favorite place. So did everybody push stop? Has everybody put a title up at the top? And then do you see a little blue box on the bottom right?
3 dots.
3 dots, click that, and you're going to link it to your Google Drive. Blue box, 3 dots, click that. Okay. Everybody get that far? Okay, now you can X out. You see the white X on the top right corner? X out. Say it again.
Kept saying, sinking capture and we're gonna finish.
Okay. That's fine. All right. Having trouble here. It happens. It does happen. Okay. All right. So now, we got your document. Did you capture it? Did you say something? You stopped it. You titled it, right? You X'd out. Okay.
Title the document also?
Well, it's already. I'm sure it's going to be your only one. Okay. So now, you're going to go back to my assignment in the Treasure Tuesday folder. And you're going to click on Audio Testing 1, 2, 3. This one has 3 parts. First, you create the document, then you snag it, and then we're going to submit it through Schoology. Okay. So you clicked on the assignment, Audio Testing 1, 2, 3. This time, you're going to click Resources at the top. Once you hit Submit, click Resources. And then Apps on the left. And then Google Drive. Resources at the top. Apps on the left. Google Drive. And your Google Drive should be populating. You'll see some little bubbles, and then it comes up. There you go. All right. Anytime you snag a document, it's in a gray folder called TechSmith. Do you see a TechSmith folder? All your Google, your audio snags are in TechSmith. So when you click on TechSmith, you should see the document you just created. Okay? Everybody there? Then you... I certainly will.
We made the video.
You made the video. I'm just submitting it.
We're 2 points we made the video.
Oh, okay. You made the And this does happen in the classroom, and that's why I wanted you to go with students. So you can see, it does. So you can see, because as the administrator, I don't get the same steps, and I'll talk to you about that. About how you
I need a modification on this, my son completely.
fine.
Okay, watch this. Read it, so you get a place.
Google Drive.
Unfortunately, it wasn't my driver.
When you get on Facebook, then I do.
And I probably had a picture,
And then
I
what
don't know.
you do is,
It's just having lost sight of the place that you want to go.
I made it.
yes, I'll show you. Okay, okay. All right.
Where did you want to go?
Oh, I just.
Did everybody submit the assignment?
That's where.
Did you report and watch it?
Slowly become my favorite.
All right.
We're favorite.
Let's see what I got. And there are all my people. Okay? So again, there's the avatars. You can see who did it, when they did it, if it comes in late. And then this is what it looks like.
Don't click mine because I have the icon.
Oh, she just did. Okay. So anytime you see that little gray triangle, that means you've got an audio or a video recording, all right? So if I tap this, because Snagit requires a Google Doc and audio capture, let's see, I'm gonna use this back.
It just should be the audio that says it's
Right.
the ways I want to go.
Yeah, and that's how you know if you didn't get the document plus the audio, right? All right, we'll show that, so now we'll go here. Dylan, you are so popular today. All right.
I didn't think you did me twice in a row.
So there's his document and there's his audio explanation. Okay.
It's good.
Have you seen at the bottom everything syncing, captured? How do you fix that?
For mine, I pretty much tell them to shut down and reboot. It will get stuck on that. Yes. I do run into a few more technical issues with this program versus just a regular audio, video, and Schoology. That one's real basic and simple. This one obviously has the 3 parts, but to me, this one's more advanced and it's cross-curricular. You could use it in any class. You could have them on spreadsheets. You could actually have them, I know doing equations and math through, on Google Drawing and Docs is not perfect in the math world, but if you were doing some concepts, they could certainly put that on a document and explain that to you. And again, you've got the luxury of going home and listening to it again. And this, because there's like a picture, did they select the right picture? Did they say what you asked them to say? That gives you time to fill out the rubric and provide feedback. So, that's Snagit. Comments, questions? A little more involved, right? But definitely cool. I think everybody could use it in their class. Yes. Now, let me say this, okay? If I've made it look like it's easy for me, just let me say, when I first did this, because as the administrator, when I set up the assignment in Schoology, I can't be the student. So I could not see the steps that the students were going to go through. So therefore, I couldn't troubleshoot in the classroom. So I asked my tech coaches, Buzz, Jackie, and Willie came, and they sat right beside me, just like this during my conference, and they walked me through it step by step, and we ran into some issues, and I said, okay, what do? Reboot, refresh, and here's my phone number, was the third one. So they truly walked me through it so that I could direct my students better. I wouldn't have been able to do this today had they not worked with me. So when you want to do this, like today it's real fresh in your head, but we're going to sleep on it, and tomorrow you're going to be, what? So they will come to you and they will walk you through it again. So
Will your steps remain available?
yes, and I even had hard copies. I know I'm not supposed to, but I brought a few hard copies. Yes, I know a few people. Yes.
We'll post all the
Yes.
Treasure Tuesdays, like she made an agenda with all the steps. We'll post that in your staff drive. So we'll make a folder, we'll call it Treasure Tuesdays, and then they'll be there for you. I totally forgot that it was videoed, so then I had my butt in the air, so fast forward to that part. But the video will be on there as well. So if you need to hear somebody say it again, you have that option too.
Very good. Okay.
And then Willie and I, of course.
Yeah, they'll walk you through all of it. They truly will. So, yeah.
So I'm in love with Snagit.
Okay. Questions, comments? All right. So if you go back to Treasure Tuesday, we're going to end on a little conversation. Yeah, will you, Dylan? I won't pick you now.
Pick on the other guy.
Yeah. It's just as simple. Could you use it in your class? What's a takeaway? What's something that you could use that you think would enhance an assignment or instructions? Okay. I mean, do I still do traditional things? Yes, I do. But just not.
There are no Chromebooks to check out, right?
Technically.
The Snagit thing, that can only be done with the Chromebook.
Right.
There's other apps on iPad, like if you want your kids to do this.
Yeah.
You couldn't use Snagit on that one.
It's not the same, but there's ones that are made for the iPad that are better. So I wouldn't recommend it for the iPad. We'll get to it. You'll text me, I'll come.
I'll just do it.
Yeah, the apps are different
So,
than the
because I
iPad.
won't look at them.
They are.
Yes, you're on there.
Yes. There we go. They're coming. Conversation starters, those are cool. Obviously, you could do a warm-up with it, you could check for understanding with it, and today we're using it.
Some of the applications that I see on my campus that being used for is that if you know you're going to be gone, or if you're gone that day and you want to give some specific instructions to your kids, you can pull up that worksheet, you can pull up whatever it is you're doing, that website, and it can be your voice. Instead of the sub up there giving the instructions, you're the ones giving the instructions. And you can embed that in your lessons, and it makes a whole different impact on the kids when you're giving the instructions and you know, and the same thing that you can take any screenshot, or you can take any, and I do it all the time with trying to give instructions about things to the teachers, or if you're trying to teach your kids how to do something like this, she could have made a Snagit of how to learn Snagit. And it would have showed the screen, it would have showed as she clicked, where to go, and those different things, and they probably can do one of those for you. We can put it on there.
Yes.
But that's a great way to teach kids new skills. It's just like you're there doing it.
I just did that, I was gone yesterday, so I created my assignment, I attached all the information that they had, but just in case to that, and I also had hard copies for myself, it was Ron and Trish, so.